U današnje vreme kada, naročito na društvenim mrežama gde nekako informacije najbrže i putuju, možemo čuti kako se posebno mladi žale na to kako teško nalaze srodnu dušu, navodno teško i prilaze jedni drugima kada se nađu u nekom kafiću, u takozvanom noćnom životu, onda opet i kad dođe do neke veze, one teško opstaju. E sad, moji sledeći gosti pokazat će vam, odnosno demantovat će upravo te navode koji se sve češće mogu čuti. Pokazat će vam da može se pronaći svoja srodna duša i čak sa drugog kontinenta i ukoliko je drugačije boje kože od vaše, da apsolutno predrasude ne treba da postoje kada je ljubav u pitanju. Na moje veliko zadovoljstvo. Za njih ste sigurno čuli preko YouTube ili društvenih mreža. Oni su Black&Ginger ili Salmon and Leona. Welcome to Weekendica show.
Thank you very much.
I'm very happy that you're my guest today. We're gonna talk about your love. Is that okay?
That's very okay.
Yeah, I think your love is like a main subject these days. Since you came here, actually, since you came to Zrenjanin last August, yeah, everybody is having some comment about this. Like, oh my God, one ginger, white girl, and the black guy from Nigeria, right? So let's start from somewhere. How did you two meet? Who's gonna tell me first? Lady or...
You should say it.
Okay, lady.
All right. So we both went to work and travel program, and I arrived before him, and it happened that I got a raise, and I got a bigger job, so I was kind of a person who runs the place he came.
Like my boss.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
say it. Yeah, you can say it.
I love saying it. He just ruined it. So I was his boss. And well, that's how we met actually. He was my employee. Okay, it wasn't that bad.
Well,
you liked her. You liked her since you came there to work. You liked your
at
boss.
Not at first. I didn't like her at first because we
Really?
didn't have a very good first
like
impression about each other.
So it's not always the most important, like first impression, like some people like to say. Yeah.
No. First impression doesn't really matter because sometimes the person might be faking it. And as time
she faked it.
No. Well, sometimes you might misinterpret someone, and as time goes by, you get to know each other better, and you know that they're a better person. That's what happened in our own case.
So I want to know what happened, that magic between you two. Okay, you started working together.
Yeah.
And then?
Well, we started working together, and like I said, the first time I met her, I didn't like her because she was very bossy to me, and I didn't.
Well, that was her job.
Yeah,
as I understand.
Yeah, that's what the problem is. Well, with time, I started to understand that that's her job. She's just doing her job, you know. And it didn't help when I started working. All the coworkers didn't like her also. But
so he wasn't the only one.
Yeah, I wasn't the only one. Well, no one likes the boss, you know.
He was the only one who fell in love with me, though.
Oh, that's important.
Yeah. As time went by, you know, I started getting to know her. I got her phone number. We were texting. I knew she was pretty. Like when you see a pretty girl, you know she's pretty, but she might not act right, you know. So the first time I saw her, I was like, oh wow, she's very beautiful, you know. But as time went by, you know, started getting to know her. We're texting and chatting, and hate started turning to like, and from like it turned into love.
Love, okay. Yeah. How did you feel when you first met him?
Well, I didn't like him. I thought he's lazy. He had his headphones in, which didn't help because, like, come on, you come to work and first day you work with headphones like that. So I didn't like him, and I was too occupied with no one liking me, so I didn't really realize when he started actually liking me. So, yeah.
And when did you start liking him?
I actually don't know.
You don't remember the exact moment, yeah?
Well, I don't, no, definitely not exact moment, because when we first started hanging out, I think that's when I started actually liking him. I liked him as a person.
So you were like friends first,
yes,
yeah?
Yes, we were friends.
Well, we worked every day together, so we would hang out a lot. And then eventually we went out on a real date.
Oh, what was it like, your first official date?
Okay.
Well, our first official date was...
Where did you take her?
I took her to the beach. We went to swim.
Oh,
I didn't know how to swim.
But I don't know how to swim.
Was it night or day?
It was at night.
It was at night. I worked from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m., so all we could do is from 11.
Oh.
So
It was kind of romantic, yeah?
it was.
Well, yeah,
And
it
it was
was.
funny because who invites someone swimming like that if he doesn't know how to swim?
Well, I don't know how to swim, but that
You
was
know
like
how to swim?
no. So when we actually went to the beach, she went swimming. I just stayed in the shores of the water,
You actually took her to teach you how to swim, yeah?
something like that.
Was it something like that? Did you teach him in the meanwhile?
No. Well, he says he knows how to swim, but that's just ridiculous
Well, I
what
try
he
my
calls
best.
swimming.
That was very brave of you, I can
Well, yeah,
tell.
it took a lot of guts
Yeah.
for me to try it because I knew she was in a relationship with someone when I first met her, and I liked her, but I didn't want to make a move because she had a boyfriend.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, it's lovely, yeah.
I didn't even know he likes me, and he was actually eardropping. He was listening to me complaining to someone else how I broke up with my boyfriend, and that's
That was
when.
And that was the moment
Yeah.
for him to start.
That was when I decided to make my move.
Now it's my time.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then for how long you stayed after that, after you start officially dating in America?
A month and 2 weeks. We were together for a month and 2 weeks before we split it.
Yeah. But
So
he
you,
stayed in.
went back to Nigeria?
No,
No?
I stayed back in the United States, but she went back home.
So it was like 1 month love, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was just 1 month, and it wasn't easy at all because we just got into a relationship and then we had to separate. And she didn't want to try long distance because
I didn't want to.
she didn't believe in long distance.
Oh, she didn't.
A lot of people don't
Because
believe in
I have
long
been
distance.
in long distance before, and it's actually very hard. But now I
I've
understand.
never been, so I don't know.
But now I actually understand that if it's the real thing, then long distance is not an issue.
Oh,
Well, the truth
that's
is,
a great message, yeah.
yeah, the truth is you have to try. If you don't try, then you
Yeah,
you
of
wouldn't know
course,
if it's going to work out or not.
And when did you feel that this is something real, something right, yeah, for you?
That's a very hard question.
Of course, I ask hard questions. Yeah. What did you think?
Well, how I knew it was the real thing was because we were separated, 2 different continents, very far apart, and I still managed to keep liking the same person, you know. The fact that I still wanted to talk to the same person, I still wanted to be with the same person, even though I had so many options, so many different girls, but I still wanted the same person. That just made me know.
That's actually a good answer.
Oh
That's my
my
answer too.
God. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. So you have to answer something else. I'm sorry, but you have to give
I
us
actually agree with him because I've never never looked at a guy and like, oh, I would, you know, I don't know how to finish this.
Okay, we get it.
I like
So
this
you never
guy.
actually looked at the other guy, yeah?
Well,
That's the
I would
right
see-
answer.
I would see a beauty, but I would never think that I want to do anything with that beauty.
And
It's
for
just
how long you've been apart?
Well,
Well-
we were apart twice.
twice.
Yeah, because we were apart from October until March. In March, she came to the US to spend 2 weeks with me. And then she left again, and then we were apart from March until August.
And then you came here
Yeah.
in August.
Well,
and
yeah.
That's how
you
long-
never came back.
Well, it wasn't easy making the decision to come here because she kept saying to come here. I said, you come to the United States and stay. She said she doesn't like the United States. She doesn't want to live in the United States. And I didn't want to leave the United States either. So, yeah, almost 2 months we were having arguments about that until I finally gave in because in a relationship, the guy is never
Of
right.
course, you would give up sooner or later. Yeah,
You just have to
definitely.
give up. If you really love her, you just have to give up because
So,
girls never back
What
off.
did you know actually about Serbia?
Actually, I knew nothing about Serbia. I didn't know anything. The only thing I knew was she kept telling me that there's no black people in Serbia. There's very few black people, and when I go there, people are going to want to take pictures of me, and I didn't believe that. It was very hard for me to
Yeah,
believe.
you're like a famous person here. You
Yeah.
know,
Well-
people want to take pictures with you. Yeah, celebrity. Yeah.
I actually became so jealous whenever
Yeah.
girls look like I was mine. I keep marking my
But
territory.
I think people should take pictures with her as well because she's natural ginger.
Yeah.
Well,
She's
yeah, I
natural.
mean, on
You're
our-
natural black, she's natural ginger.
Well, on our Instagram page and our YouTube channel, everyone's always talking, oh, she's pretty. No one says anything about me. I'm right here.
I just said, you're both pretty.
Thank you very
Especially
much.
when you're together.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And since you came here to Zrenjanin, to Serbia, how do you like it here? What was your first impression when you stepped here into our country?
Serbia is a very beautiful country. I mean, it has structure-wise, beauty-wise, it has something I haven't seen anywhere. Apparently, well, I've only been to the United States apart from Serbia, but it has the architectural beauty is very nice, and the people are also very beautiful and very nice and very welcoming. Like everyone you meet is always trying to make you comfortable. And
did they try to feed you, etc.?
Well, I was going to get there. And actually, also the food is perfect. Sarma, I love sarma very much. Well, when it's prepared
Domaća, you said domaća?
No, I said sarma. I love sarma very much, and I like the Serbian fast food also, pljeskavica, that's my best.
Course.
And
it's not like hamburger.
No. I always go for the Serbian fast food than hamburgers. And also the drink rakia. Oh God, that's I have a very bad experience with rakia. My first time in Serbia.
Oh my God, you didn't warn him, no?
No, she didn't.
I didn't have time. He just took it and boom. I'm like, no. Everyone was like,
"You're not supposed to drink that like that."
I didn't know. When in the US, when you're given a shot glass, you just take it once. When they give it to me,
But this is different. This is rakia.
I started sweating. I had to go sleep. But then, with time, I got used to it, and everything about Serbia is very beautiful. Especially, I love Zrenjanin very much. The lifestyle here is very simple. Everyone's very welcoming, very nice people, and everyone I meet is always trying to make me comfortable and telling me, if you need anything, just let us know.
Of course,
I'm having a fabulous time here.
We're going to continue, but I want to ask Leona. It was your very brave decision, to invite him to come here. Yeah? It was brave from many sides, for many reasons.
I still don't know. I'm a very considerate person. I think everything through in the bits, and he can tell you that. Like, I don't do things just like that. But this one, I didn't think through, which is very unusual for me.
But it turned out to be good.
Yeah, it turned out to be. And I knew it, and many people told me, like, are you sure? Because he has a good life in the US. Why move him? Just let him be. But I'm so sure that Europe has something way greater to offer than the US. And I believe in it. And so I told him that I'm not going to the US. I just don't like it. I had bad experience the first time I was there, and I can't do it. So if he wants to be with me, he has to come. Yeah.
You set an ultimatum, yeah? Ultimatum.
Yeah, apparently, yes, that's what she did. Because when she told me that, I could hear it in her voice that if I refuse, she's going to break up with me, and I love her very much. I was going to just...
That is so sweet. Yeah. What did your parents say to you? Like, when you told them you decided to bring him here?
Well, my dad, he's a cool man. He's just like, great, finally I get to meet him. He didn't care. My mom was a little skeptical, but then I can understand that as well, given that you can hear so many stories that girls get used just for the papers or something. But I knew that's not it. And she knows me, and she trusts me. So at the end she said, all right, if that's what you want, just do it. Like, I'm going to get used to it. And she actually, just the other day, she asked me to download her the app to learn English.
So she can talk with him, yeah?
So she actually loves him so much now. When he got to meet him, then she saw what I saw in him, and that's the positive energy.
But you have to tell us, you told me before we start shooting, what did your grandmother say about him? That is so great.
Well, I have to start the story with the fact that my grandma is 89 years old, so don't judge her. But first time she saw him, she said, oh Jesus, he's so dark. I can't see his face. And then she took him to the door to see with the sunlight. He's so dark. Leona, put some powder on his face. And my dad was sitting next to her and he was like, Grandma, no.
You don't do that, you don't say that.
And then I didn't translate everything. When we got out of my grandma's house, Salman actually said, oh, she's so nice. And I said, that's because I didn't translate everything. But she actually got used to him and she loves him very much.
Everybody loves him, I can say.
Yeah, I say so too.
You also know some Serbian words, yeah, I heard.
Yeah, I learned some over the time. Well, kako si?
Oh, dobro, hvala ti.
Dobro sam. And I learned some few words like Priatno, Do Virginia,
It's nice.
Zdravo.
You came here when was like Dani Piva, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you like Dani Piva? How did you like pivo, beer?
Well,
Our
the beer is very nice, very, very easy to drink, different from the beers in the United States. I prefer the beers here.
And how did you like festival?
Well, it wasn't so comfortable for me at first because everyone was staring at me.
Yeah, and you just came, yeah.
So it wasn't easy at first because I was like, am I dressing wrongly? Am I wearing the wrong thing? Like, why is everyone staring? But then with time, I got used to the atmosphere and it was very nice. It was a very good festival. We went to the city center where the music was and it was very good.
And I have to ask you, how do you stand winter here?
Well, the winter suits me very much because back in Nigeria, it's always very hot. Like right now in Nigeria,
yeah, that's why I ask you.
It's about 35 degrees right now, and that's our winter. That's cold for us. So coming here with the cold weather, I love the cold weather because I hate it when it's hot.
Did you have clothes for winter?
No, I didn't.
So you have to buy him.
Yeah. Well, for his birthday, we got him a winter jacket.
Yeah.
But he actually doesn't wear it, and my mom goes crazy, like, put on some. He doesn't
You're
put
gonna
on
get
socks.
cold, yeah?
He doesn't put on socks, and it's like 0 degrees. He goes in shorts and just flip flops. My mom always says, "Why doesn't he put on some clothes?"
Well, I'm not used to the dressing up for winter because I've never dressed up for winter. So I just dress the way I dress, which
You
is...
didn't know what winter means to us.
I mean, sometimes it's not even that hot. Sometimes it's 9 degrees and I still see people in winter jacket.
9 degrees, yeah.
Well, to me, it's not that cold. I mean, the weather is very perfect for me. I like the weather.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the winter so far.
So you guys also started like how many months ago to shoot your stories on a YouTube channel, on social networks, yeah, and that's the way you share your experience, your life, and it's has some beautiful positive message you're sending, yeah, to all.
That's what we're trying to do, actually.
Yeah, because I mean, we know there's a lot of interracial relationships that don't go through because they're scared about what will people think, what will people say about me, you know. There's more to life than just doing things the way everybody does things. If you want to do things differently, it's fine. You don't have to care about what other people are saying because no matter how you do it, people are still going to say something.
Of course.
So why not just put your own happiness first and do what you want? So we're trying to send the message out there that it's totally fine to date outside your race if you want to.
Mm-hmm. And has anyone ever told you, like, or maybe to you, Leona, like, what are you doing right now with him? You know,
Sure.
he's black. You should find some Serbian guy. I mean, there's so many Serbian guys in here.
Not one like him, though. Yeah, of course people are gonna say, and we get a lot of hate comments on YouTube as well. But that doesn't matter to us because I know what I'm doing and he knows what he's doing, and everyone can think whatever they wish. That's none of my problem.
But I guess you get a lot of support as well.
Oh yes, we get a lot of support.
So much.
I actually got a lot of support from my family I didn't think I would get because when I was living in Nigeria, my mom, even while growing up, my mom keeps telling us, don't bring home a white girl. I don't want a white girl. Because of, you know, when they watch the movies, a lot of things happen in the movies, how in a relationship you get into a fight and the lady chases the guy out and takes the kids and takes half the property and all that.
Oh, so like white girls are very material.
Yes, that's the kind of stereotype we have in Africa
yeah.
about white girls and being disrespectful and all that. So it wasn't easy at first for me telling my mom, whatever you said I shouldn't do, that's what I'm doing right now. It wasn't easy at first. I didn't tell her for a very long time. And when I first told her, she was silent. She didn't say anything for a long time. She's like, well, okay. I mean, because she felt we're in the United States, she's going to go back home, I'm going to come back home.
Oh, yeah.
Long
she
distance
thought
is
you're
going
not
to
going to
end
make it with her.
Exactly. But as time went by and she saw I was serious, she just had to just, you know, give in. And right now, she and Leona are the best of friends.
Really?
We talk every day. She's been teaching Leona some of the languages, and she even sent a whole package of African attires just for Leona.
Oh, that's beautiful. And I heard, Leona, you know some Nigerian African words.
Yoruba, it's called. His native language is called Yoruba.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know, are you going to tell us something? Maybe you can send a message to his mother. She's going to watch it on YouTube anyway.
Definitely.
Be careful what you're going to say.
Depends on...
Say, how are you?
I can't remember the word for hello. I know Bawani, but...
Yeah, that's how are you.
Right. Bawani Mama Mubarak.
Oh, okay, Bawani.
Bawani, yeah.
Bawani.
That means how are you? And in Nigeria, you should never call the older
Elderly
people by their name.
People who are older than you, you can't just call them by their names. You have to add some respect to it.
So that was actually very hard for me to learn all the rules because I didn't want to prove her right about being disrespectful. So I had to learn everything. So
have you ever been there to Nigeria?
No, we plan on going this year.
Yeah.
Because my mom wants to meet, everyone wants to meet her back home.
So I'm waiting for you guys then when you came back from Nigeria.
Great, sure.
Except shooting those videos for YouTube channel, what are you guys doing? How are you spending your days here? Well, you're not working, yeah? You don't have a license to work, actually.
No, I don't have a license to work. Basically what I do is, most of the time I help her mom, because her mom has a business, Svechara Darushi flower shop. So mostly once a while I help her with flower deliveries.
You say it again, what's the name of Svechara?
Svechara Darushi.
Bravo! Okay.
And he actually knows how to say you have a flower delivery from Darushi.
Yeah, because I do flower deliveries, so I have to learn how to speak to the people. So when I take the flower delivery, I go to them and I say, Imate is porokus fecha, is fecha darushi.
And most of the times they don't understand what he's saying. But
this is great.
So yes, that's basically what I'm doing. And I help her control the Instagram account for the flower shop. And besides that, just basically thinking about what to do for the next YouTube episode all the time.
And maybe what to eat because you like our food.
Yeah, you can see I'm a very big guy. Since I came to Serbia, I added 15 kg. That's how much I've been eating and drinking. Well, when the food is very good, you just have to keep eating.
Yeah. You're proof the food is good, yeah? Okay, and you, Leona, you're also helping in a flower shop?
Yeah, right now we're helping out. That's our main thing. He's actually a mastermind when it comes to social media. He's very smart about it, and he taught me some things, some tricks, so I'm helping out. So most of the times we're working on two phones. One part he's doing, the other part I'm doing, and then my mom's laughing at us that we're just working.
But you're doing the promotion,
that's
she's yet to understand what that means. She's an old-fashioned lady, so she doesn't really understand what the power of social media is yet.
But what are your plans? Are you planning to stay here for forever here in Serbia?
Well, before I say anything, first I have to declare that Serbia is officially my second home because Nigeria is my first home. But I would love to stay here. I love this place very much. The only problem is I can't get a license to work because I'm not a citizen yet. So the plan right now is just to extend my visa, live here.
But Leona, is there any chance for him to get a license to work? Maybe.
There is, but we're not.
It's quite very difficult.
It's difficult and it needs money. So my mom would have to employ him. Because if you actually want to employ exactly him, then he's getting the license. But if he just goes to Biro, he's not going to get it. They told us that it's not going to happen because there's so many unemployed people already.
That's not what I asked. I meant if you, maybe guys, you know, like, get married or something.
You answered to that question now.
So this is the hardest question.
Well, that is a long-term plan because if you want to get married, you have to be financially stable. And right now, I'm far from financially stable because I don't even have a job. I can't be talking about getting married to someone. Would you even marry me if I don't have a job?
But I'm not your girlfriend.
Well, I have to be stable, get a job first, then we can talk about marriage. Right now, we're just...
Well, the plan is actually to try to hustle a little and invest in Zrenjanin. Not Serbia, exactly Zrenjanin, because we love it here. But we can't really get the funds to start anything, but our heads are filled with ideas. All we need is money. So that's actually the plan, and we're slowly working towards it, but nothing comes easy and fast. So
one thing you didn't tell me, actually I didn't ask you till now, some of you told me during this interview that of course you have, like every other couple, you have some issues, argues from time to time, and how do you solve it, you know?
Well, in a relationship, communication is key. That's the major key, communication. So yes, like every other couples, we have arguments about stupid stuff, because that's how it is when relationships is always unnecessary stuff. But then we always sit, after the argument we sit and we talk about it, like was it worth it, you know?
We never let it go too far. Like we always solve everything. Every time we have a problem, we sit down and talk until we talk it through. Because if we just let it go, it's gonna come back tomorrow. And we had the experience for it to come back until we actually solve it.
Yeah. So you can't go to bed angry. You have to solve it before you go to bed.
Yeah. I think someone told me, but can you tell us, Leona, what would be your advice for international couples? How to deal with all these challenges around you?
Well, it's not hard to deal with it as long as you're sure about it. Like, I was so sure that I didn't need any guidance. You just have to be very, very...
Like to listen to your heart, you want to say that?
Definitely listen to your heart, and don't listen to people, because no one knows the relationship better than you do.
Exactly.
Like, people see it from the side, but you're the one living it. And they might say stuff, but they don't know it. They're not you. So if you think it's good, it's good.
Great. It was so much pleasure to talk to you guys. Thank you very much. You sent us, you gave us so many positive, good messages as you're doing on your YouTube channel. Keep doing it.
Thank you very much.
Keep doing it. I wish you so many luck.
Thank you very much.
In your business, in your relationship, of course, and come to us if you have some news. Maybe when you come back from Nigeria.
Yeah, it might be interesting because we're actually planning on driving there with a car.
Driving.
So we're gonna have plenty to talk about.
Okay, we're gonna have like 3 TV shows to talk about. Okay, thank you. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you very much.